talk about evaluating expressions. So this is what we call as our plug and chug assignment. So for each of our expressions, we have told you what the variable equals. Okay, so you're going to plug it in and then you're going to evaluate or solve that expression. So if we look at number 1, we know that x equals 15. So my expression says 2 parentheses x minus 9. So I'm going to plug in that 15 for my x, and I just bring everything else down. Whoops. And now we're following order of operations. So I know grouping symbols comes first, so I'm going to do 15 minus 9. 15 minus 9 is 6. And we can keep that in parentheses, and then we still have our 2 on the outside. Remember, if we have 2 right next to the parentheses, or a number right next to our parentheses, that means to do what operation? Multiplication. Nice job. So we're doing 2 times 6 is 12. And that's our final answer. We evaluated the expression. Let's look at our next one. It tells us k equals 1/3. So again, our expression is 6k. What operation is it when they're side by side? Multiplication. So we're going to plug in 1/3. I'm going to use a dot this time. So 1/3 for our k, and we still have our 6. So we're taking 6 times 1/3. Remember, when we have a whole number times a fraction, we have to turn that whole number into a fraction, and we do that by putting it over 1. So now we can multiply across the top. 6 times 1 is
6.
And 1 times 3 is
3.
I notice that it's an improper fraction, so we're going to figure out how many times does 3 fit into 6? Twice with nothing left over. We have evaluated our expression. Okay, let's look at another one. This one's getting a little bit more challenging. We have more variables. So we know w equals 6, x equals 5, and y equals 3. So I'm going to plug in. Again, what operation is it when they're side by side like this? Multiplication. So I'm going to take 6 times x equals 5 plus y equals 3. So now I've plugged it in. I use order of operations. I know that multiplication comes before addition. 6 times 5 is 30. Bring everything else down. Then we do our addition. 30 plus 3 is 33. Okay, we have one last example we're going to look at. We know x equals 9, so we have x squared, so we have 9 squared, minus x again equals 9. So I'm going to do my exponents first. Remember, we can think of this as we have 2 9s, so we're taking 9 times 9, which equals 81. Nice job, guys. Bring everything else down. So now we have 81 minus 9. 81 minus 9 is 72. Okay, so a little trick with that, I could do 81 minus 10 would be 71, and then I just add 1 to it because we're not subtracting 10, we're only subtracting 9, so that gets us to our 72. Okay, great job. So now we have an assignment. You guys are going to practice these questions, and then when you are finished, you're going to come back to this video, and we're going to show you the answers that you can check it with.